Guys, I have found the secret formula that no one wants you to know, especially Kassadin players don't want this information to be leaked. Alright? But I found out that this single ward can make you win the game at level 1 as Kassadin. Kassadin, the weakest early game champion. A single trick is gonna make you win games, guys. And I'm gonna show you exactly why. But be sure to be careful with this information because it is very lethal if it gets known that I am the one that gave this out, alright? So at level 1, first of all, before we say anything, we do not need this ward for any reason as Kassadin, right? Maybe as other mid laners, but as Kassadin we don't need it. We're gonna get shoved in no matter what anyway. So we might as well use it at level 1, right? So at 120, as you can see, at 120, this thing here, the timer, very important. At 120, I start moving here, and I place a ward right here, right? You can place it also like on this bush here, if possible, but we don't have the time usually to do that. We want to go back in lane ASAP. We can place it over this wall here. You can place it right on the edge here. It doesn't really matter as long as the camp shows. We are happy. So that's what we do. We do a control 4 to laugh while we walk because this is evil. We have all the information we want with this single ward. We know exactly where the jungler is gonna be at all times. Now we go back in lane, it's whatever. I'm playing as Corki, the freeze lane, whatever. I'm gonna mute the sounds a bit. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So right now, let me go back a little bit before I forget. We don't know where she started. Both top laners are not showing, including mine, right? Bot lane is already in lane, right? So we already showed to the enemy team that Yaravan is highly likely started top line, top side. We don't know where they started. They just showed here, so we might assume like, oh well, Ornn is on lane, so we don't know. But Ornn, they comment late to lane, so we don't know where she started. But this one ward is gonna say everything. Look, they ping here, right? I'm gonna ward, and even my Jarvan pings like I'm on my way. Let's invade, right? Because Nami is walking, but we have no information. We don't know where they started. Both side laners weren't showing. So what does this Giga Brain Kassadin player do? What happens? Look what happens on the map. Dun dun dun. We spotted the motherfucker and we won the game. We won the game. It's as simple as we won the game. What, 30 to 1, you won the game. Your level 2 Kassadin, you legit carried the game. Your mid jungler doesn't waste time. He goes back to Raptor. I even type in chat. I use high quality, high intelligent pings, and I also use highly intelligent typing, as you can see, Shiaz on red. And with that information, I also start spam pinging the camps where they might be. One important thing to note here, guys: the camp is still up. It is still up, and the reason why I'm mentioning that is look. Let's go back a bit. Where is it? Did I miss it? Yeah, okay. Right here. We spot Kindred, and she's not even pulling the minions or what is called raptors. She's doing nothing. I'm not hovering my camera, right? Maybe I should if I was faker level, but I'm not faker level. I can't take that spot. Not yet. Faker's number one. I'm number two. No one below. So that said, I assume she's gonna do red or Krugs, right? But the Raptors are still up, so she's definitely skipped it by this point, even though I'm not hovering my camera, right? But I am pinging. Now, what does my highly intelligent top laner do, right? He's in a position where he cannot do anything in this lane. The wave's pushed in, right? So what does he do? He goes here and watch this. I mean, he's full HP. He's not afraid, right? Um, I don't know how much HP Kindred is, but she's going to look there. And boom! Was that? Place a ward, and Kindred is in the bush. Kindred is trying, seems like Kindred queued forward from the way she moved. And, well, we can see that Kalista is going for the kill. And on top of that, if we skip a bit forward, Kalista escapes. How crazy is that? With that information, right? We know that um, this is down, this is down, this is down, this is still up. Question mark? Question mark, right? We don't know why she did these. We don't know it, but we do know that this one is up, right? And there's nothing to do on bot. And the reason why we don't know why bot side is up yet, right? If you I don't know if you have a high IQ like me, but if you don't know the jungle timers, if you're not a jungler, if you're a Giga Chat mid laner like Kassadin and you've never played jungle in your life, right? You look at your own junglers' camps. What do we see? We see that our junglers' camps are not up yet, and that's where he started. So what does that mean for the enemy? They're probably not up either. So what is the thing that Kindred is gonna do if she comes from base? Right? Where's she gonna go? Is she gonna go here and wait for the camp to be up, or is she gonna go to this side, clear this? Because Scuttle Cap is not spawned, by the way. Like we haven't even killed Scuttle, done Scuttle. Kindred just threw the game, and the only reason that she threw the game is because of our highly intelligent gameplay with the ward right here, and it won us the game. Now, I don't want to always go like this, but that ward will give you all the information you need, and you legit, I'm not kidding, are carrying the game as a level 1 Kassadin. Before you're even 6, you're a minion until you're 6, and you're carrying the game as a minion. How embarrassing is that for the enemy team? I'm just saying. So, let's go forward. Let's look at what our Jarvan does. He gets the Scuttle, the, what's it called, the marked Scuttle for Kindred, so even better. So we'll assume that Kindred is probably on this one, or whatever the fuck she is, right? And our Jarvan is chilling. The camp is still not up, as you can see. You know, he just showed himself, and you know, as you can see, it's not still not up for the people that don't know how jungle timers work. You can also, once again, as I said earlier, look at our own jungler. It is still not yellow or anything, so it's not even spawning soon. So guaranteed that Kindred went topside. I'll also show you guys in a bit in the replay that that's the case. So what does our jungler do? He's just recalling, he's just seeing if this is a dive angle. What's that? He takes Grump. Nice. Now he's waiting, and guess what happens? We get a kill on bot. And we also spot Kindred on top side. So we were right. She went back top. Now, as to prove you guys that it actually was the case, I have replay here. She died right here. We move a bit forward. Kindred is moving. And guess where she goes? She goes to Raptors because she's behind and she can't go bot because there's nothing to do here. So we know exactly where she is. And the game is over, guys. The game is over. Because guess what happens? I'm going to show you guys right now what happens this game. Okay? This is what happens, alright? This, just because of the early game. And this is why, if you're playing Kassadin, right, you want to maximize the 1 to 6, even 1 to 11, and one of the things you can do is placing that one single ward. And it can help you the first 4 levels already, tracking the enemy jungler and making sure that your team can carry you before you get to carry them. As you can see, Daddy Kassadin 16-0, and you know they did really well in the early game. Well played top lane, well played jungle, very well done. I'm proud of you too. But I took over the wheel. You know, I gave them the wheel to begin with the ward. So I'm just saying, guys, implement this one thing in your game, and you're gonna climb, no matter the elo. Even if this exact scenario doesn't happen, even if the enemy jungler doesn't die like he did in my game, you are gonna climb. I'm just saying, no. One secret weird trick that no one uses. And you should, if you play Kassadin especially, you should. You don't need your ward as Kassadin. Not at all. Look, you see me even swapping the sweepers at level 5. I don't always recommend it, by the way. You know, use at your own risk. But your ward is pointless as Kassadin. Use it for your team, not for yourself. Only use it for yourself when you're in a dangerous situation, right? But at level 1, you're not in a dangerous situation, so you don't need your ward at level 1. Use it wisely at Raptors. Thank you.